Hello there, this is DBT, and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing and talking about Asphalt 8 because, oh boy, weird things are happening. But also weird is the fact that this is the second Asphalt 8 video for today in the channel. What? 2 videos in one day, that is correct. And that is because earlier I released a video where I announced the winners for the DBT hoodie giveaway. If you haven't checked it out, the link should be appearing in the top right about now. So go ahead and check it out if you want to see who won and all of that stuff. But now I'm making a second video because, well, there's news about the game and they're kind of important news, so I thought it was important for me to make a video on it as soon as possible, and why wait until tomorrow when I can do it today. So here we go. Enjoy the second video for today. And what am I talking about? Well, before I jump into it, make sure to hit the like button if you enjoy me making content in general in the channel. If you like my stuff, go ahead, hit the like button. Let me know that you like it. And also subscribe to the channel because we're nearing 12,000 subscribers and that's kind of dope. So yeah, do it for me, please. Just do it. But alright, what's the deal? What am I talking about? Well, earlier today in the official Discord server, and I believe that also in Instagram, though I don't follow Instagram, so I have no idea, but at least in the official Discord server, this was posted by Bianca, the community manager, and it reads, "Dear Racers, after careful consideration, we have decided to focus on enhancing Asphalt 8 Airborne's economy to provide more valuable rewards to our community. As part of this effort, we will be closing the Gauntlet store and removing Gauntlet badges from the Gauntlet rewards. This change will come into effect on March 25th, so please ensure that you use all your Gauntlet badges before this date. Additionally, please note that Gauntlet badges will be available for purchasing Treasure Rush dices. Thanks for your understanding and support." What? Yes, the Gauntlet store is going away, and so are the Gauntlet badges. So that is definitely a bit of a mind mess because, well, we have gotten used to this whole thing of the Gauntlet badges being a very valuable currency. You have to fight for it. Unlike the multiplayer currency where you can just get it by doing races, the Gauntlet currency you actually have to get results in order to get a decent amount. So it's a bit of a situation. Now, first I'm going to give you a bit of context as to what is my state in regards to this. I just yesterday, a couple days ago, I used to have like 19,000 Gauntlet badges. Why so many? Because I continue to save. However, just yesterday, before this information even dropped, I bought the last card that I'm missing from the entirety of the Gauntlet store, which is the Chiron 110 ANS. So that's why now I am at 11,000. But you know what? That means I'm 11,000 coins too many because they're going away. So the 25th, that's in 10 days from now. So this means that there's going to be at least 1 or maybe even 2 more cards that are going to show up in here because this lasts about 7 days. So in 2 more days, yeah, there should be another card. Maybe there's going to be a small little window for a 3rd card, but who knows? So yes, they're going away with this thing, and man, that is just strange. Now, we're going to talk more about this as I do some races because I want to do some races. Because I just saw that there is a sale going at the moment in the garage. So if we go over here and go to sales, I think there's the Victor and I don't know what other cars, but also the SSC Tuatara. Now, real quick, and I know this is a parenthesis for the main topic, don't worry, we'll go back to it. For me, remember that the prices did not change. I'm one of those people that still have the old prices. You can see over here. Oh no, I should not filter. Okay, there we go. You will be able to see over here that a Class S car, where is it? There it is. It sells, oh, wait, what? Did the price change for me? What?
Yes.
Hold up. This is news to me. The price changed for me. Oh, wow. All right, so for me, it used to be the case where, for example, one of the few Class S cars that don't have the HCT plethora would sell for the normal 18,000. So I didn't have the new prices. But just now, I'm noticing that it has changed for me. So that's kind of cool, I guess. But anyway, where I was going is that right now there's a sale for the SSC Tuatara for 600 vouchers or for 10,000 tokens. Honestly, I don't think this is a bad price for 10,000 tokens of the new tokens, considering that it's an ultimate. I know that it's not an amazing card, at least that's what I've heard, but I don't care. Just from the moment that they added tokens to multiplayer and also to Gauntlet, I have managed to get about 6,000 more tokens. I used to have like 24,000 or so. So the fact that I'm at 30,000, that tells you that you definitely are able to continue getting tokens. So to me, this is completely worth it. So 10,000 tokens, I'll do it. I still have a bunch over there. But yeah, this is the card that I'm going to be using in multiplayer. That's why I wanted to give you this little bit of information as to all of this stuff. And well, it's already at Ultimate, so might as well test it out, right? So for that, I'm going to go into Master Season because I'm still grinding to get some of my dices. So let's go to Master because I do want to get my dice from there. Let me activate some boosters and select the car. All right, here we go. And if you're curious about the stats, there they are. But yeah, nothing too special in terms of this car. So yeah, we may talk a little bit about the car, but really I want to talk about the Gauntlet situation. So let me find a race. And here we go, my first race with my new car. All right, before I continue talking about Gauntlet, let me just try to process the sound of this car. I don't know why I have the idea that this sounds like the McLaren engine, but I could be wrong. So I'm really curious about that. So yes, game, whenever you want, I would prefer to start the race. Thank you very much. Yes, game, please. Could you please? All right, there we go. So what does this sound like? I have no idea. Literally, I've never driven this before. Can't hear it because there's some loud engines behind me. So this is definitely a quiet engine. Yes, it is the McLaren engine. All right, well, at least now I know. So, by the way, this is not a protest of the car or anything. That'll be for another time. You know that I do in Classic System. But all right, what's to do with Gauntlet and the store being closed? First of all, do I think this is a good or a bad thing? Honestly, I have no idea. So the thing about the Gauntlet store is that it was a fantastic way of getting some really strong cars in the game. However, in saying so, that's not me saying that it was easy to get them, because like I said, unlike multiplayer currency, the currency for Gauntlet, you can only get it when you are winning races. Or, well, not when you win a race, but by getting a good result during the week of Gauntlet is how many of those Gauntlet badges you're going to be getting. So you definitely needed to grind for a very long time with middling results, or grind for less time with better results in order to get some decent amount of that. But Gauntlet seriously was a fantastic opportunity to get a lot of really strong cars. You could get, and you know, from my own bias, but still, you could get the Centenario, which to this day is still a pretty good car. You could get the Cyan, you could get the Devo, like I just showed you. You could also get the 110 ANS, the Bugatti Chiron 110 ANS, which from what I understand is a very good car. What else could you get over there? The Tuchek Apex, I think that's the wingless one. So there's, the Faraday. Come on, the Faraday. You know the Faraday. So there's definitely a bunch of cars that you could get over there that are fantastic. And obviously that instantly makes it so that we're going to be thinking, okay, this is a horrendous change. It has that possibility, yes. But at the same, what? Oh, come on, man. All right, I'm gonna try again. And I'm just loading this so that I don't lose showing you the loading because I don't want to lose my train of thought. So this could be indeed a bad thing because, well, we no longer will have access to those cars. In my case, because I already have them all, well, it's not a problem. But for all the people that were looking forward to unlocking a certain car, then unfortunately that is the situation where now you won't be able to do it, at least in that way. Do we know if the cars that, you know, the cars that were offered over there are going to be offered anywhere else in another way? No, we don't know, but it seems very likely to me that that's going to be the case. And just like it has been the case lately, you see that Gameloft has been doing a lot of these sales. Like I just bought the Tuatara in one of these sales where they offered to you the car in either tokens or what's it called? Vouchers? The premium one? Yes, vouchers. So this is, I understand why Gameloft does it. They do it so that they offer you a car for a little bit of time. That's why I wanted to buy it as soon as possible, because this type of sales don't last for too long. I don't know, a few days maybe. So once that's done, then that's it. The car is no longer available until they sell it again like that. So I understand that Gameloft is doing this precisely to instill that feeling of, oh, I need to get it right now or otherwise I'm gonna miss out, you know, the fear of missing out situation. So I understand Gameloft doing that, and of course if you don't have the amount of tokens, then you can just pay some money, a whole bunch of money, don't do it. And in that way you can actually purchase a car with money. So Gameloft is doing this obviously for the sake of trying to monetize their game, which at the end of the day is their objective. The game without monetization does not survive. So I understand that, and I believe that that is why the store is being removed, so that people can no longer get all of these amazing cars. Now, like I said, obviously that sounds like a bad thing, but is it really a bad thing? You just saw that I bought this car that is never available. I just bought it with the tokens that I got from playing a bunch of multiplayer, for playing a bunch of Gauntlet. So yeah, the idea is to get people that really don't want to miss out to spend money. But they also give you the option to buy it for tokens. And like I said, tokens you can get from a bunch of places. So long as you're saving tokens, you're patient enough, like I always say, have a bunch of the currency available in case you need it, which is precisely what happened to me now with the Gauntlet badges. You know what? I'm not getting horrendous results, but hey. With the Gauntlet badges, why did I have so many? Well, because I always like saving. And in case I was going to buy a car, I wanted to have money, or not money, excuse me, more badges as a backup in case there's a second car right away that I need to buy, you know, to be prepared in case something like that happens. Now, sometimes that bites me in the rear bumper. Like it just happened now that I have 11,000 that I'm not gonna be able to spend other than in buying dices for the treasure rush. But other than that, what is that good for? Nothing. So yeah, there's a bit of a bad side on saving like that, because at any given moment it could become invalid. But the good side about it, of saving resources like this, is that you're ready in case something happens. Like right now, me having a bunch of tokens that I could have spent a long time ago and buying a bunch of cars that I don't have, but I decided to save it in case of a special situation like just now. So where I'm going with this is that while it does seem, and perhaps it is, a bad thing that the Gauntlet store is closing in such a way, at least in terms of the cars, because everything else in the Gauntlet store was completely worthless, to be honest. While this might be indeed a bad thing, at the same time, I believe that it opens the door for all of these cars being available from time to time in special sales, like the ones that is happening right now, where they sell some cars for a special price if you want to spend money on it, or spend the tokens that you have saved. And for that, as I always say, save some of your currencies. Don't go broke every time, because if you continue going broke every time, then next time something fancy shows up, you're broke and you're not able to get it. So yes, that is kind of how I see it. And like I said, the rest of the Gauntlet store honestly was kind of worthless. The whole thing where, yeah, they sold a bunch of parts and whatnot, but you could only buy one part per week. It's like, really? Really? One single engine I can buy. Perfect. That's only 1/60th of what I needed. Now you need less, but still, you get my idea. It was so little. And in fact, in another video, I made a bit of a suggestion for Gameloft to perhaps add more cars into the Gauntlet store for different classes. Like, hey, here's this week, here's a car for Class D, the one for Class C, the one for B, for A, and for S. And obviously it costs that currency and all of that. Obviously, it seems that Gameloft is not interested in doing that, and instead they're shutting down this whole thing. And well, it is what it is. Now, on the flip side, I am curious, what is it gonna be the new rewards in Gauntlet now? Because we used to have in Gauntlet the boosters, then what is it, boosters, fusion coins, and it would give you a part for Class A, I believe, at least when you're in Elite. That's how I got a lot of those parts. Then they removed the part that you would get, the part for Class A, and they changed it for tokens. So now we have tokens, we have boosters, and we have fusion coins as the rewards. But now if they're gonna, well, come to think about it, maybe those are gonna stay the same. Because yeah, we were never given Gauntlet badges for daily races. The Gauntlet badges were given only at the end of the season. So then it would be the finals, the season, the end of the season rewards that would be changed. What are we gonna get from that? Honestly, now that I think about it, I believe it's gonna be tokens. I don't know. I really don't know. Because again, this was a surprise even for us content creators. Nobody knew that this was coming, and boom, there it is. These are the news. Enjoy. So I really don't know, but if I were to guess, I do believe that maybe they're gonna make it so that the final reward for the week is going to be token. So if that is the case, honestly, I think that's still good, because at the end of the day, it would kind of make up for the fact that the currency that we used to get for buying cars gets replaced by another currency that we can use to still buy cars. So I think that would work, but honestly, like I said, I have no idea. I don't have any insider information about it. Nobody saw this coming, so here we are. Now, as the announcement said, we have 10 days to spend our currency. It did say that the currency can still be used to buy dices, but it's a little bit unclear what do they mean by that. Obviously, I can buy dices at this moment, right? But does that mean that the currency is going to be completely removed on the 25th, or just the store is going to close and we're still going to keep our badges so that in future Treasure Rush we can still use it to buy? Honestly, I don't know. And I'm going to ask this to Gameloft, but honestly, I don't know that they will respond in time. I hope they can. because that would be good to know. And if the currency and the Gauntlet store both are completely going away, like they're gonna remove the currency on the 25th, it would be great. Oh, there's one of the rumors, Thunderbolt. GG's, man. Oh, with the Reventon Roaster, that's great. If they're gonna indeed remove completely the currency also on the 25th, it would be good for them to unlock the limits of buying dices with that currency, because you can only buy one dice with that currency per day, right? But with the amount of currency that I have, I can buy a lot of dices, but I don't have enough days to buy them. So I do hope that they make at least that adjustment. So here's fingers, crossing fingers, and I'm gonna try to suggest that, but I do believe that they're not gonna have time to see my message. But okay, we'll see. Hopefully something can be worked on in that sense. But yeah, it is definitely a strange, peculiar change, but at the same time, I do see it as a way in a small positive that at least the currency just got ever so slightly more streamlined, the currencies in the game, because we have so many currencies. We have tokens, we have fusion coins, we have credits, we have badges, Gauntlet badges, multiplayer coins, we have vouchers, so many currencies. So in my head, it's good that they're being a little bit streamlined. So another thing that they could do in order to try to make up a little bit for this is to sell also these fancy cars in the multiplayer store, but I would imagine that they would increase the price massively. I don't remember what are the prices for Class S cars in the multiplayer store. Well, that's the only ones that they sell over there, but I think it was something like 80,000. So I easily can imagine for them to make the 1861, which are the main cars that they sold on the Gauntlet, in the Gauntlet store. Let's say the higher tier Class S cars, without reaching 1862 except for one single car, but whatever. I would imagine they're gonna make those much more expensive if they were to sell them over there, and in that way, well, it would add more. Excuse me. More of a question, should I save to buy that really expensive car, or should I just use the 80,000 that I have right now and buying this other not as expensive but also Class S car? So that's another possibility that they could do, but honestly, I don't think that they're gonna go that route. I really believe that they're trying to make the 1861 considerably exclusive cars. You know that the 1862, for the most part, are now exclusive to Treasure Rush and things like that, right? So I can see how they would want to make the 1861 cars, look like a Faraday, for example, to be somewhat exclusive but not unacquirable. I don't believe that they're gonna be shown on the what's it called, in the garage to purchase directly for tokens. Instead, they're gonna be hidden, and every so many days when a new sale pop up, they're gonna be like, okay, here's this selection of cars for this sale. Maybe cars that are normally hidden. Amongst them, here's your Faraday, and you can buy it for, 600, no, probably less, like 400 or 500 vouchers, or pay 9,000 tokens. So, again, I see the upcoming bother by a lot of players of getting this store closed. I wish also that they had given us more time. Because like I said, had I known this, let's say they give us a month to spend our currency, I think that's more sensible, given that the amount of Gauntlet currency that I have, I saved in through many. Oh, what was that? I saved it through many months, years really, several years of saving. So the fact that they're like 10 days, get rid of it or lose it, that's what I don't like. So I wish they had given, oh, sorry, buddy. I hope they had given us more time to spend this currency. Because again, there's only so many things that you can spend it on. And granted, I understand that maybe there's not going to be a ton of people that have 20,000 of that currency laying around, because most people will probably be already buying the cars and whatnot. But still, I think more than 10 days would have made more sense as a heads up, like, hey, this is going away, you may want to, I don't know. I'm just a little bit conflicted about this whole thing, but I'm looking at it in a way where I'm hoping for the best. Oh no, I clicked next before the spinny thing finished, so I don't have the replay button. I need to go back to the menu. Oh no, there it is. Lovely, fantastic. So yeah, I want to look at it on a bright side. I really hope that the new reward at the end of the Gauntlet season, the week, is gonna be tokens and a decent amount of them. I don't know what would it be good. Let me think. That would give you, well, it really depends on your results in Gauntlet, but I would normally get around 300 Gauntlet badges per week, and that is what 10 of those would be 3,000, 20 would be 6,000, and they sell for like 8,000. I don't know, I can do math right now, but whatever. So I don't know, I would expect 1,000 tokens. Maybe they would consider that too much, because then in 6 weeks you will be able to buy a car. I don't know, 800, I don't know, but I do believe that that would be the best way of going about this. And again, I see that, you know, a lot of these cars no longer being available to purchase. Yeah, it's uncomfortable, but at the same time, let's think about it. Why did I wait so long to get my Chiron 110 ANS? Because there's a list of cars that would go cycling. And when was the last time that this car was on sale like that in the Gauntlet store? I don't know how many months ago. It takes a long time before they show up again. So in a way, I can see that it's a similar situation where, hey, this car is going to be available for a little bit of time. Buy it now or wait until you see it again. Granted, in the Gauntlet store, it was more predictable once we figured out the entire list of the cars that were in the rotation. But I think you know what I mean. So yeah, my general thought is, I don't know if this is a good or a bad change. The knee-jerk reaction from a lot of people is going to be like, this is a terrible thing. But honestly, I don't know. I want to believe a little bit that maybe they do have a plan on, you know, replacing the currency for more tokens, for the players to get, and a lot of cars can be bought for tokens already. And like I keep on saying, save some tokens, people, save them, because that is going to save you some headaches once you find a good sale and you're not going to be straight up poor. That's why, for example, to complete my collection, I could have bought the HTT Plethora for the 18,000 tokens from quite a while back. But did I? No, because I would rather keep it around in case of a rainy day, in case I need it. And honestly, it kind of paid off. At least for now. We'll see what happens. But alright, just want to give you this information and my first thought on this situation. Why don't you let me know in the comments after this information that I've given you, or these theories that I have about why they're doing this. What do you think about it? And let's try to be, you know, neutral over here and think it a little bit from their side, and the monetization that at the end of the day is what keeps the game alive. So yeah, let me know what you think. But that's all for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.